Tower getting low. Aster not sure if they want to stick around. They shouldn't be, yeah, they definitely need to make a decision one way or the other. Otherwise, they could get caught by the glimpse back.
I think that's why the Shadow Demon's like playing really far back, right? If he sees the glimpse, then he's just going to try to stop it. So covering their bases nicely. So TSM, they rotate bottom and don't get anything out, and Aster will reset away. Monet's like, oh, thank God this game is going like this a little bit now. I'm catching back up, almost level 9. Maelstrom on its way soon.
It's one of those times where the longer you go without saying somebody's name, the better it is for them.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
He's just having a chill game, hitting neutrals, cleaning up lane creeps, and they push into towers and getting his recovery on.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See if TSM looks to push the issue forward here a little bit. Got ults at the ready. Whitemon has hit level 6.
Gonna run into Bobica. Glimpse it back into the Pulverize. There is an opportunity. XX stop at the Static Storm, and this is even better than just an Enchantress kill. They get the kill onto XXS, who thought about bailing out Bobica. 1 kill becomes 2, and hey, straight into the mid tower. This is perfect for TSM.
That was beautiful from Whitemon. Skame got the 6 a little late, but you know what? Making it super effective.
And they got the Greaves out for Kasane. Boy, they're gonna have some serious damage problems.
They really will. I mean, like TSM is really clever about how they choose like this, because even last game, they went for this like third item pipe on the Lycan. That was actually really cool. And then they had this Fade Bolt plus Howl damage reduction to deal with the Morph. Like, they do tend to cover their bases to be able to. I mean, this one's very standard, of course, but he's going to be going for Halberd afterwards. So looking to shut down and make Monet have a more miserable time. Yeah, Tomato.
God, how are they going to kill Bryle? Like, even if they can catch him, are they going to be able to output enough damage to be able to kill him? As you can see right now, he's coming in pretty aggressively to defend his supports and gets a double kill for his efforts. 2 supports and Aster go down, and Aster's not really doing much else in return.
No, they may be, you know, Monet may be recovering on gold and stuff like that, but this is never the game state entirely that Aster wants. Aster wants to be the one dictating pace, taking towers and stuff like that. It's less than 1K, but, you know, their draft, it wants to play with that big advantage versus this type of draft. This PA is just going to get out of control very quick. Tomato at the top. All 3 cores having pretty much perfect games on TSM.
Yeah, the way Aster is playing right now, I would almost want XWY to have gone a second item Midas or something.
Yeah.
You know, like double Midas it up. If you're going to be playing like this anyway.
Big concerns for them definitely moving forward. Just feels like they're just going to farm and then just get outscaled.
Okay, TP back. XWY is going to join up with his supports here. They're going to... I thought they were going to smoke, but... They try and make a move. Kasane... Okay, failed initiation. That's a dragon form down. I mean, they could scramble to see if they could catch somebody else somewhere else on the map, but this is just another missing time.
I mean, Aster really... I feel like they actually just absolutely have to start forcing some crazy stuff, because the game is... I mean, feels like it's just completely falling apart for them.
Yeah, the more defensive that they play, the less pressure they put on TSM, the more active they can be, right? Like, if you're out there, like, you know, trying to kill the PA, then you force TP rotations or something. But as it is, Ahri and Bryle are just free to run around going, where's Monet?
Yep. And Tomato's just like, okay, guys, you know, 001, I'll join later. I'll be ready to kill everybody when I get my BKB shard, Deso timing. They don't even need him. Can they get Kasane?
You need it bad. It's going to be hard to get this kill, but they do have the Rolling Thunder to be able to keep him controlled. Ahri's going to come in, but you can see the damage. It is finally going to be enough. They get that kill, and Ahri's committed pretty deeply here. In fact, Picho is going to be just fine. Disruption, finally. All right, so the defensive hold there from Aster, TSM actually stumble into a pretty bad engagement.
Much needed kills. Great Rolling Thunder. Gets it off before that static ends up clipping. But at the same time, still, it's good kills. But you need to start getting ready to find more out of it, because in the position of the map, too, it's like, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Where do you want to get afterwards with it? The lanes are all just going to get shoved in. I like Bryle going I love his itemization this game. I mean, pretty standard, but the Butcher Travel in particular, he's just going to match the split push that's coming out from the Nature's Prophet constantly, and it's all space, space, space for Tomato.
Well, XWY does almost have his BKB.
Okay.
That has got to be a window. I think it is just gas from there. You got to hit him hard. You got to start, I don't know, get a good enough fight for you to be able to take Roshan for yourselves. Stuff like that.
Definitely not easy with their draft, though, to take that Rosh.
Yeah, seriously. They're going to have to, like, take 3 or 4 heroes off of TSM to make it a possible Rosh opportunity.
TSM is very close to just being able to jump into Rosh themselves, too. Kasani, he's just a sliver away from hitting 12. So level 2 Exorcism, it's usually that big call. Hey, just walk into Rosh, pop it, challenge them to come fight you. So I think Kasani, I think it looked to get that level 12, and then I think TSM can walk in there. But Aster, BKB timing, go, go, go. Try to find this PA.
Yeah, they're unfortunately heading to the wrong side of the map. Tomato pushed out that bottom lane, then TP'd over to mid, farm safe jungle areas.
Good read. Tomato, I mean, now 2 or 3 times, I feel like he's just had a perfect read of where Aster is looking to hit.
Yeah, seriously.
Really nice stuff.
I'm sure some of that is that aggressive vision. They got a really deep ward there at the bottom tier 2 area.
Smoke that's gonna get nothing. Their DK form is back up. He did pop it with an arcane rune, and he's, I mean, like we said, has BKB, so still, I feel like for them, definitely look for something here. But Kasani, he has hit 12. Let's see if they do just force a Rosh in a second here. Maybe trying to get a little more information first.
At the same time, I feel like TSM, like, they definitely can and maybe should force that Roshan, but it also offers an opportunity for Aster to come back into the game. Like, the current state of things, I think, is just bad for them. Oh, there's the cleanse pickup for the Shadow Demon. And that frees up XWY to be able to get the initiation onto Kasane. They have a really good static storm. They went for the glimpse back onto the Nature's Prophet, so he's not going to be here, and the damage is lacking as a result. They cannot finish off Kasane quickly. He's getting a lot done in the meantime, allowing his team to be able to assault the back lines. The supports are in trouble. Both of them are going to die here as Kasane finally gets cleaned up. Ari's going to go for more. XXS controlled, and hey, Tomato's joining in this fight. Gets disarmed, sadly, but not like they really need the extra help, to be honest.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the, that's your BKB reveal of the DK. You get the Death Prophet, but Bryle cleans up. Tomato also shows up for 1 kill, too.
Yeah, it was the reveal of Tomato's BKB, too, except he just didn't have to use it.
Yeah. And now, actually, this fight gives TSM that Rosh, probably, right?
Probably.
Now DK forms down, Rolling Thunder's down. They didn't even use Exorcism. Kasani, he just survived with Siphons and just held on to it. Very good decision-making from him.
I'm incredibly surprised they didn't go into the Roche pit.
Yeah. Me too.
Maybe they're just going to wait for the Death Prophet to be back up. After all, she didn't use Exorcism for that fight, so...
Hey, they're probably feeling, I guess, also just like, we don't have to force things super hard. We can patiently wait for the dream opportunity to walk into it.
It is a chill time out here.
Definitely.
BKB soon for Monet, so that same exact scenario can't happen again where he TPs in and gets glimpsed back in the fight.
TSM just really want to fight. Okay.
Boboka. Tried to save him, but that was way too much damage. Disruption or cleanse really didn't matter.
XWY?
It's going to be forced to use the BKB.
Now you Rosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So force the issue there. They try to get some pickoffs.
And Aster, you're stuck in a scenario like, okay, do we give them Roshan or do we take what is honestly looking like an impossible fight?
All right, if they go, this will be a very challenging one to take without a BKB on the DK. See what they're able to do.
They're gonna try for it. Smoke is gonna be revealed. TP coming in on the other side. Monet's gonna go for the fast kill onto the Disruptor. Does manage to get it, but he is just being absolutely annihilated by Tomato. Way too much damage, way too quickly. Ari's disrupting the back line while they're chasing after XXS at the same time. Tomato should be able to get that one. XWY does fall. Boboka right next to him. And there you have it. TSM, this is what we were kind of talking about of that Roshan fight. I mean, I can't blame Aster. It's pretty much like lose now or lose later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they do now at this point. Tomato, he has Shard. I mean, Monet, a super aggressive TP forward in the face of them. They're even looking for a potential like solo kill attempt here.
Swashbuckle over the side. Ari out of mana.
Can they get the glimpse?
Almost in range. Is he going, he's going BKB next item for XXS, jeez.
Desperation mode.
Yeah. But while they're handling all the potential magic damage, the big physical damage hitter is here. Doesn't quite have the Deso yet, but pretty damn close to it.
I mean, him and Bryle just literally doing whatever they want. Kasane, he's like, yeah, I've died 4 times, but I'm soaking everything. He's 6-4 and 10. He's doing his job. Bryle's just running away with the game. He has literally not died, and now he has Lincolns. So how the hell do you only have a DK stun and Rolling Thunder, and now he's super tanky? This is looking incredible. TSM looked so great last game, and again, they're just hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, proving why they deserve to be the team moving on in DreamLeague.
For sure. It looks like smooth sailing for them now. A lead with a PA with this type of itemization. Boca. See you later. Well, Cap, it was nice casting with you.
Yeah, it was great. Just the fact of the Bobica, the deer hero, literally getting run over by Primal Beast. Nature in action.
I love it.
Okay, well, Aster, at this point in time, I think you really are just playing for like some crazy 50, 60-minute game.
Yeah.
Because you're not winning the game in the next 30 minutes, that's for sure.
XWY.
that other remnant was so far away. It actually took Bryle out of the combat there for a little bit.
I mean, yeah, if he didn't have, he maybe gets the kill, actually, if it's not so far, if it's that distance. Oh, man, I honestly don't know where Aster can go from here. Like you said, they just need to split push, hope they don't get picked off. But, I mean, Ari, he's always on the prowl. He's looking for these constant grabs.
Yeah, they have ways to stop this split push. The fact that Ari has solo kill potential on some of these heroes, BKB is going to be used late by Monet. Ari says, okay, I got that out of you, but he waited to do the Sprout after the trample was down. So very smart move by Monet, making the most out of, well, a pretty bad situation for him through and through, but gets a kill.
Gets a kill, getting close to top net worth. Small gains.
Small incremental gains turn to big gains, Fogged.
Let's hope
that's
for
what
Aster.
we can hope.
Yeah. It's just not easy. Not easy by any means. Tomato just continues to kill it. Almost level 18. Yeah, and just the shard is just, it's so damn good this game.
I mean, Ari has been pretty big for these team fights and killing the supports, so taking a team fight right now is not the worst idea for Aster. Couldn't stop Bryle TPing in, and they're having a hard time killing Kasane. Like you're talking about, Monet's just going to die to Tomato every single time. You could assume that's going to happen. BKB from XXS does get used under the Static Storm and allows him to get that finishing blow onto Kasane and also gets him out. Not the same to be said about Pichu, though.
Well, I mean, now it's Monet's given more gold because he did get the recovery. So he joins back in. Tomato's like, thank you very much. Take those Deso stacks. I don't blame them for taking the fight, though. It's desperation mode really across the board for Aster.
It's kind of the same as the Roshan fight. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Next WY is going to get picked off again. Ari and Bryle have the split push covered.
Bryle, I mean, he's making a statement in this series. Well, best of one game, but either way, he is massive. I mean, a game where he's playing versus like no stuns, he just has absolute free reign. Solo kill is so significant. He's level 20 on the Ember.
I like to see that. It makes me very hopeful for TSM because I always feel like Bryle, like I know Tomato's a beast.
Yeah,
I know he's going to be able to carry games. For me, it's a question whether or not Bryle, like, is his current play, is he able to do the same? Because sometimes I feel like he can. Other times I feel like, you know, he's a bit weaker. This is Bryle at, you know, pretty damn good form. Good disruption save there.
Yeah, Bryle has definitely proven multiple times where he can be the best player or perhaps maybe the exact opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's had quite the growth over his career.
For sure. He's giving the dream opportunity this game on one of his best heroes, right? So,
you know what it is? It's like those those charts of progress where, you know, it goes up and then it goes down a little bit and it goes up, but like the trend overall has always been up for Bryle.
Absolutely, I agree. I like when he plays his special heroes. Like this is, like we said, like he's what, Grandmaster, or not quite Grandmaster, but Master tier at the least. Goes for the Gleipnir. More split push action. He can now catch, double ways to cancel TPs if people are split pushing. Aster, can they punish? He's so tanky, he has Lincolns.
They're just are trying to take the outpost, and Brow's like, oh, you guys are there, huh? He just walks into them. He's like, yeah, I see you guys taking this outpost. You do not have the damage to kill me. He still had an illusion rune to be able to disjoint some stuff. He had so many things there.
He's toying with them at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, the long range impetus, max damage.
I didn't know Gleipnir would chase you too. That was pretty funny.
Tower is under attack.
That is actually pretty cool. Never seen that before.
Yeah. I mean, Monet was a little late on it, but even if it hit, again, he would just pop the illusion rune and still jump away. Fully understanding his strength, or maybe fully understanding the weakness of Aster right now. XXS is like trying to go more damage, picks up a javelin.
It's full desperate mode. I'm really just enjoying the way the TSM has been playing. Lots of growth. Even just throughout this tournament, of course, we've called them TSM multiple different times, but this game, last game, they clearly have a great understanding of who wants to tank, who wants to die, who wants to take the back foot in games. Like Kasani, he's 6 and 5 and 12, but his impact feels like amazing. It feels like all these deaths were pretty damn valuable for his team. Understands itemization, Greaves, Halberd, casual cloak. Now he's going for a heart. He's just like, yeah, they're just not going to be able to kill me at that point, so loving what I'm seeing. And for Aster, yeah, as we said, just disjointed. Absolutely disjointed in these last few games we've seen from them.
The overall trend, I'm not going to say it's the Tundra trend, though obviously they're the biggest they're the biggest proponents of building your lead more and more and more.
Hey.
Do you like that current state of Dota, or would you like to see that change? And if so, how would you even change that?
I mean, definitely the glyphs resetting and stuff like that make high ground a lot more difficult, right? I think that's one of the big ones that caused a lot of teams to play a little bit more farmy when they have an advantage.
Yeah.
But honestly, I know some people hate it. I like methodical Dota. I like when you see a team play just a super clean game and they're just like no mistakes around after they get a lead. I mean, yes, of course, the opposite is also incredibly entertaining, but something about just good Dota is a treat to watch.
Yeah, that's certainly what TSM are doing right now.
Can they get Bryle?
Getting pickoffs, and Bryle stepped a little bit too far forward, but it wasn't enough. Even still, Bryle taunting his way back to base.
Pushing the
after them as his team cuts across with the smoke. I like that they just had a smoke in reserve maybe or something. Just made the fast move once Bryle saw all these heroes. And they do manage to catch Bobica. They gotten any more, then maybe they could have even gone high ground, but obviously right now they're just waiting for Roshan. Roshan for me is the big thing, right? It gives so much. There is such a potential down, like going high ground when Roshan could be up is such a game-losing move.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, what is actually the delete Roshan? There you go. No, because then you have everybody stalling because they don't want to push without an Aegis or anything, right?
I mean, I love the idea that Roshan gives these Aghanim Scepters and shards and stuff, but it also means you're giving up such a huge net worth swing if you do, like, forsake Roshan in exchange for, like, trying to go for a faster end on a game or something.
Definitely true. No, the addition of all of it is definitely very clever. This is just painful to watch for Aster.
Yeah.
Now they're trapped in the base. I believe, Tomato didn't call it out before, but he did go for the Ags, so he perma-blurred. So you have Ahri hunting on side lanes, you have Bryle forcing BKBs hunting side lanes, Tomato's pretty much invisible the entire time, catching any strays, catching anything he can. Aster. What can they get out of this one?
Once again, pushing out as a four-man squad and kind of just hoping that they run into the right hero because they don't have any vision to work with. The only vision they have is Treants, honestly.
And this is these are actually useful Treants, perhaps, as, the Roach just gonna spawn right afterwards. I was like, Ahri's just gonna get the actual scout because of it, but they're gonna know it's up soon. There's a 1.5 minute timer or so the max duration still is about 90 seconds or so, I believe. So they should be able to check it out soon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What's Monet got? I haven't checked in with him. Almost has AC. That is pretty massive. He'll have the AC for this next fight. So maybe he won't just get like 4-shot by PA like has happened in pretty much every single fight. He's also almost level 20.
All the play-by-play casters seem so hopeful. Lyrical's always looking for the silver linings. Always.
You know why? Because all of you analysts are so pessimistic.
Hey, that's Avery mostly.
That is Avery, yeah.
But definitely true. I am too.
That's Avery. Draskell before him. He had that.
True.
He had that vibe.
Bryle brings the high ground.
Okay, see if they can burst down Ari, not let him get off his BKB. They do manage to do so. Of course, Tomato is still the big bad boss of this team fight. And does that actually manage to finish off Bobica? I'm sure somebody else will collect it. Kasane, nope, Bryle will take that kill instead. Beyond godlike for him, as he actually took both the kills away from Tomato.
And Monet's like, yeah, I'm not keeping in there, guys. Good luck. And he actually takes the mischance. So
look at Bryle. He's like, yeah, you guys got Roshan. He's already pushing in bottom lane. He's like not giving any space to Aster at all.
No. And Monet, he actually didn't go for the Sprout talent. Probably feeling that the game is in a pretty impossible space and he needs to Sprout himself so that the PA jumps and he has like that mist stuff that we've seen a couple people do.
Yeah, that's actually a very good idea.
Trying to pull out pretty much anything because the game's just been impossible as XWY. Farewell.
Bye.
Bryle show. 11, 0, and 9. 23. Going for Shivas now also. More armor. Unkillable. He's been unkillable even more so.
Okay, TSM got that Aegis. Who got the shard, by the way?
I think they ended up giving it to Kasane.
Okay, I was about to say, they already had the Fan of Knives, so...
Yeah,
Kasane's got it now.
Bryle also had picked it up a bit earlier as well, too. Which I'm glad I'm seeing people do more on Ember also. I love this shard.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
It's like, not only for the aggressive potential for all that, for you just resetting your ability, but it's also when you die, right? You're able to just buy back, jump right back in the fight and stuff like that, too. Of course, didn't have to this game, but... Yeah, it's cool.
Doesn't apply to this game, but sometimes those Blink Dagger heroes...
Yep.
Just get screwed by that shard. So annoying.
Definitely true.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Anyway, presumably this Aegis will be used to poke at the high ground. And we'll see what Aster does in response, how many buybacks they have to burn through in order to hold their high ground, or if they just crumble straight up.
Could be a situation where, I mean, it is their last hope, of course, so unlikely to just like GG out, but we did see like Monet earlier when he got like doomed. It just was like an instant GG out because they're just struggling.
Yeah.
All lanes forced in. Nowhere to go, Aster.
I mean, he completed the AC, and he's actually pretty close. It's about halfway to MKB, which is obviously extremely important against PA. Those two items, AC and MKB.
Small gains. Courier will get picked, but didn't actually have any items on it, so none of those components. TSM, I mean, they're being as... You might as well, at this point, just be as careful as possible. You're starting to get closer and closer to... I mean, they already have great item timings, but 25 Ember... What is it? PA has a near Satanic, so they're chilling. They know there's no need to really force issue. They can if it comes to them, but... They know they got this one in the bag.
And their supports can be super impactful scaling-wise as well. I mean, Whitemon is trying to build up an Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be a ways away, but... The Halberd? Oh, Tomato almost managed to snipe that one.
Gets away.
But we'll get back to Bobica, so they will have one small answer to the PA. Bit by bit. Trying to build a wall.
The smallest baby steps I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, one baby step forward, 10 adult steps back.
Reminds me of when I'm walking with like Owen and Sheever. 10 of my steps is one of theirs, as I'm always struggling to keep up with them at any time.
I want to go for a walk. Oh god, it's like a jog.
Yeah, I mean, they
Radiance, why not? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Just keep having fun. Definitely doesn't need a Radiance, but sure, why the hell not?
Is he not building Aghanim Scepter because he's got to get it from next Roshan?
If they want to be that patient and torture everybody, especially Aster.
And what if it's a refresher shard? Then you have to wait for the next Roshan.
25, Arcane Rune. Think it's time to go. Tomato.
Glimpsed him back. Bobica did have that Heaven's Halberd, so He was able to delay his death. The Sprout actually catches and gives Bobica a little bit more life. The disruption going down. Tomato's taking a decent amount of damage. They got to be aware of that Aegis, though. Get this one kill. All right, and let's see if they can reset a little bit. Caught inside the Static Storm, though. Two of their heroes. XWY does have the BKB, so oh, never mind.
See ya.
I was going to say he's able to get out, but never mind. Tomato now jumping to kill Monet as well. And all this time, Bryle is just racking up the damage in these fights. Yeah, Tomato's got the big, flashy, big crits going on, but Bryle is just constantly wearing him down.
And
Jump
Tomato?
away. They got him?
I think they got him.
All right.
There we go.
Hey, he doesn't have buyback. Go end the game.
Good luck, because Bryle, he's the real carry. Can they get more?
He's got 2 remnants. See if he can burn through his mana, maybe? Or he's going to run interference. He goes straight for Monet. Does actually have the pulverize on him, slamming him into the deck. Monet dies to Ari. Bryle gets away at the same time. Okay, that is a dieback for Monet, so they can't end the game, sadly.
They get some decent kills, but yeah, it costs them pretty much everything. And Bryle, now he's going to come back. And Monet, he was really the only answer for Bryle.
This is optimistic that they would be able to chain stun Bryle and anybody would be able to output the damage, maybe.
I mean, Kasani has a heart. He's just standing there.
Yeah, Bryle goes back in. Kasani's like, all right, you guys done? Not my turn now.
Hello.
Spirit Siphon, Static Storm, XWY just had his BKB come off cooldown again. I mean, Aster keep playing this long enough, and they might be able to win it. Bryle stuck inside.
Do they got him?
They think they do.
Okay.
Yay, that's another hero without buyback. Go in the game.
These are, I mean, XXS is becoming the carry, I guess. Okay. They've done it. Like we said, though, baby steps, right? Still small baby steps.
But production is currently, they accidentally hit the talkback. And currently, we jinxed it. Yeah, you guys did jinx it indeed. Because Aster, they're going to be able to hold on to this game, and we're going to have to wait for another Roshan, likely.
It still was a baby step, though. You know, it was good. It's good stuff to be able to get these, because as you said, it was tons of buybacks, right? And it was TSM playing a little recklessly there.
Yeah.
Getting punished at the least. Aster, some small hopes for them.
Yeah, something to work with. I mean, what did the win percentage go to?
Shifted, like, I think it was 97 or something, so it shifted 7%.
Okay, not bad.
XXS, I mean, he got the most gold out of it, right? He got the kill streak, so he's got pretty much a full hex. And that maybe it is. You do see the reason why TSM was being super careful.
Yeah. I mean, buybacks and all this other stuff, they're just so impactful. Granted, TSM was not careful on their second go,
no.
Where both, it was just Kasane and Bryle versus 4 heroes, but
Bryle was really trying to push the limits because, you know, he ran out of remnants, so if he gets a kill, then he gets a remnant back, and then he can probably disengage and stuff like that, but will get punished for his efforts. Roche, 20 seconds. Aster still can't get their lanes too far out. And as we said, yeah, had to use so many buybacks, so if some of these heroes get caught, the game just abruptly ends in their face. So contesting the Roche still pretty unlikely. If they do go for it, and if they do see it when it spawns. And if it's a fast spawn. See how quick it's going to be, 5 seconds.
All right, smoke up, do the sweep, clear out any of these areas. Make sure you control, get some aggressive wards down, and when Roshan is up, go for it. It's going to be in a minute. Aster, doubtful that they're going to play for it because...
Oh, this setup, can they actually get Bryle, perhaps?
Oh, no way.
This would be pretty massive, but no.
Oh.
Ooh, hey, what a read. Cleared the wave, XXS uses the roll, and he's like, oh, damn. They seem aware. The sweep.
Oh, if they're not totally aware, they will be once this mid lane starts hitting the tier 3.
Aster do get at least one wave pushed out, and Monet will finish up that damage item.
I mean, they probably... Do they have all their neutrals? Probably not, I would assume, on Aster.
don't believe they did, no.
Yeah, they're missing 2 of them still, so be nice for them to farm that ancient stack. There's the Scythe. Okay, so, I mean, your initiation, your single target control is pretty high if you can get that jump. A Scythe into Dragon Tail.
They've got to do it pretty much perfectly. TSM, they should go check the Roche. They should know that it's soon to be spawning, if not already. And which one is it? It's a Refresher Shard, so they do have to wait for Bryle's Aghanim's one for the next one. Just kidding. He's hunting.
XWY got found there. Hit him with Gleipnir, but XWY ran up, and they thought he was going to run down. Nice little move.
He pulled their attention away from Roche, so it's going to take them a little bit longer to walk back over there. Aster, they're going to try to reclaim their triangle area here.
Did they get the gem? I think Pisha was thinking about buying a gem. Yeah okay, so they're going to be able to check for all this area.
Oh, it's actually White Mons from earlier, so.
Oh, okay. TSM, of course, they feel very strong. They could just walk back up here, no problem. They're going to spot Bobica. Run him over real quickly. Bobica does manage to get away with the Ogre Steel Totem. That's pretty nice. Meanwhile, Bryle got caught by the side. They're going to try and Static Storm to stop this, but the damage is coming fast. Bryle is able to jump way over to the side, but the Purge finished him off. The Shadow Demon Purge killed him. He does have buyback. XXS, the rest of the team, they're all trying to get back to their base right now because Tomato is going on a rampage. He just ripped through that Dragon Knight.
Give it to him.
Oh my God, a rampage for Tomato, and the instant GG is called. Aster may have stalled and delayed this game, but TSM, they are inevitable. They are going to be staying in DreamLeague Season 19.
Very well deserved. The last game looked great, the way they were fighting back versus Execration. They definitely looked like the best one going into this one here as Bryle. It was the Bryle show for the most of the game. Tomato comes in, gets the rampage, and says, move over. It's my spotlight. Thank you very much. What a game. That was good stuff from TSM. Very clean.
Yeah, these 2 best ones that they played in this tiebreaker definitely proving that TSM are going to be a team to be feared as they're going to be staying in the DreamLeague group stage, the next one that we're going to, and that one's going to be a slower one as well. So, I mean, I feel like all of those teams are really going to benefit from the nice, like, slower slog of games, and that could be a real level up period for a lot of these teams, especially heading into the Berlin Major.
For sure.
All right, well, that brings our first tiebreaker to a close. I'm sure our panel wants to be able to talk about this game before we head to tiebreaker number 2.
We do want to talk about this tiebreaker and the finish of it. TSM winning here versus Aster. And I'm joined by Kesu, Effie, and Jenkins to do exactly that. This game was, well, in the end, quite a back and forth. It started out not really too happy for Aster. And let's start breaking the game down at that front, Kesu, because actually on paper, it should have been Aster that should be doing well, right?
Yeah, I mean, they also had a good start to the game. They have good heroes to go around in like the early mid game, but I would say after 10 minutes, I feel like from minute 10 to 20, they just didn't do anything. They're just like sitting mid, even though they have DK Blink, they can make moves, you have a Pango. Early on, Monet didn't have a good lane, so yeah, it's sure that maybe doesn't make things easier. But TSM, they're just chilling. They're pushing their side lanes with their Ember, you know, having fun, making space for the PA. He gets to farm as well, and at the same time, Aster, I feel like it's just very evident that something is wrong, because there's also a lot of itemization issues that I hate, and that's a strong word, but you can just tell that, sadly, something's off.
Yeah, well.
By itemization issues, do you mean the fact that the Nature's Prophet, who should have got the Silver Edge, got the AC, and the DK got the Silver Edge when the PA had the Aegis?
Yeah, like...
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like Monet was forced to buy an AC, when in reality, it should be DK. The way that they should think about this game is, DK shouldn't think of, oh, I need to kill Tomato in 1v5.